Hello friends. Today, I will present to you the life story of a great individual that will give you goosebumps. We often break down over minor failures, but this man simply did not know how to give up. The life story of Jack Ma that can change your life. Who doesn't know the successful Chinese businessman Jack Ma? His story of success has spread across the world. Born into a poor family in China, Jack Ma failed his college entrance exam twice. Before the success of Alibaba, he was rejected from dozens of jobs. But he never gave up and never lost hope. That is why Jack Ma has become an icon for young people around the world. Jack Ma, whose real name is Ma Yun, was born on October 15, 1964, in Hangzhou, located in southeastern China. He had an older brother and a younger sister. He and his siblings grew up during a time when communist China was becoming increasingly isolated from the Western world. Back then, his family did not have much money. As a child, Jack Ma often got into fights with classmates. In the book Alibaba by Liu Xing and Martha Avery, he said, "No matter how big my opponent was, I was never afraid." Still, like other children, he had his own hobbies and dreams. In 1972, after former US President Richard Nixon visited Hangzhou, the city became a tourist destination. As a teenager, Jack Ma used to visit the city's main hotels every morning. But he had a different purpose behind it. He woke up very early every day to practice English by working as a free tour guide for foreign visitors. During that time, he became close friends with a tourist who later gave him the nickname Jack. After finishing high school, Jack Ma applied for college but failed the entrance exam twice. Instead of giving up, he studied harder than ever. Finally, on his third attempt, he passed the exam and got admitted to Hangzhou Teachers Institute. He graduated in 1988 and then began the difficult journey of searching for a job. Before becoming an English teacher, Jack Ma was rejected by more than a dozen companies, including KFC. However, as a teacher, he was very confident and passionate about his work, even though he earned only $12 a month. Jack Ma had no experience with computers or coding. But in 1995, during a trip to the United States, he discovered the internet for the first time. At that time, he had started a translation business and had traveled there to help recover money for a Chinese company. The first word Jack Ma searched online was beer. But he was shocked to find that there were no Chinese beers in the search results. At that moment, he realized the internet had huge potential in China and decided to build an internet-based company for Chinese businesses. However, his first two business ventures failed. 4 years later, he invited 17 friends to his apartment and convinced them to invest in his new online marketplace called Alibaba. On the platform, exporters could post their products and customers from around the world could buy them directly. Very quickly, the website began attracting people globally. By October 1999, Alibaba had received $5 million from Goldman Sachs and $20 million from SoftBank. During one employee meeting, Jack Ma said, "We will make it because we are young and we never give up." Jack Ma always believed in enjoying work. When Alibaba became profitable for the first time, he gave every employee a can of silly string to celebrate. In 2005, Yahoo invested $1 billion in exchange for nearly 40% of Alibaba's shares. Jack Ma stepped down as CEO in 2013 but remained the executive chairman. In 2014, he told CNBC, "What we have today is not money. What we have earned is the trust of people." Jack Ma eventually became one of the richest men in China. Yet he continued to live a simple and humble life. His friend Xiaoping Chen once told USA Today, "I don't think he has changed much. He loves reading and writing kung fu fiction. He also enjoys playing poker, meditating, and practicing Tai Chi." Jack Ma is also passionate about protecting the environment. After a member of his wife's family became seriously ill, he suspected pollution might have been the cause. He later joined the Global Board of the Nature Conservancy and spoke at a session of the Clinton Global Initiative. He also helped fund the preservation of 27,000 acres of natural land in China. Jack Ma has always kept his family life away from the spotlight. In the late 1980s, after graduation, he married a teacher named Zhang Ying, whom he met at school. In an interview, his wife once said, He may not be a handsome man, but I fell in love with him because he never feared failure. Today, Jack Ma is a global inspiration for millions of young people. Huge crowds gather around the world just to listen to his motivational speeches and life lessons.